What to do, my gente? Your boys coming through once again with a new video. And on today's video, I want to share to you guys a story. Something that you probably won't believe. And me, I actually didn't believe it when I heard the stories. Hey man, the CEO is messing with the signal. They're hating on you. They don't want you to watch TV and stuff like that. And I was like, how do these people know, right? What makes you believe that that is true? Well, I should trip on this story. So you're watching football, right? The football season, you paying attention to it, you're betting on it, or you do friendly bettings with your family or whatever, right? It makes it entertaining. You have to understand, we're in the cell, it could be a lockdown or whatever, and that's our weekend. That's like basically the most boring day if you don't have a visit to spend inside your cell. There's nothing to watch except sports, and they better be some good sports. So we used to pay attention to the season, right? Bet on it, get on the polls and stuff like that. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. Most of the time we lost, right? Now here comes the Super Bowl, right? The big event. Some people got on the pool where you bet on the playoffs and stuff like that. And some people just want to see the commercials, want to see the game, and make some tweet, to enjoy. At least to make it feel like you're out on the streets enjoying it with people that you care with, right? Right here is your Sally having a good time and stuff like that. And all of a sudden the signal went out. I think it was like the first quarter and the signal went out of nowhere. It froze. Of course, as an inmate, you don't know what happened. You can assume that, oh man, the cops moved the antenna and stuff like that. And I have heard stories like that, especially when I was in high desert. We always used to had this problem, and I thought it was more because high desert is like in the middle of nowhere. You only get 2 radio stations and just the typical 5 channels that you get. That's it. And once in a while, the TV used to go away. Of course, we don't know what happened, but that was the rumor was, hey, the cops were doing this, but trip on this. Here comes, I got the scooper, right? If you know how I got the scoop, you know. If you don't know, man, I'm telling you that this are facts. So here comes the Super Bowl. The TV goes away. Everybody's upset, man. It's like, man, I don't even want to watch this. Whatever. Super Bowl ruined. We couldn't see the score. We didn't know who won. We don't know nothing. Come to find out, right, that the antenna cables were cut. Like they were ripped. Like somebody cut them with scissors or whatever they did on purpose. That one day, the day of the Super Bowl, they trying to get a hold of the guy who's in charge of the cable and stuff like that, right? Guess what? They're already home, enjoying the Super Bowl with their families and stuff like that. Of course, they don't want to come in and earn 2-3 hours of work and get paid double time, right? They're enjoying it with the family. They're comfortable and they don't want to go to work. So the guys didn't come to work, but the following day, when they came to work, he came across some cut cables. In the sense that this was not an accident, right? Somebody did it on purpose. And it shows you right there how some cops, because of whatever reason, can be so scandalous. That's one thing I never understood about this type of correctional officers, that they're so miserable. They still want to make your life. I mean, it seems like they feel that's their job, to make your life miserable behind the walls. And things like this, man, actually triggers me in a way, because sometimes many of you guys might come across these individuals out on the streets. They act all cool, right? They come in platforms. They act all cool, right? They want to be like the homies. They want to be a gangster. They want to be G's, even though they're pay rats. That's what it is, you know. And I'm saying about those individuals, the scandalous ones, for the rest of them who are doing their job, man, salutes to you. Be a civilian, be you, and stay within your lane right there, But for the other ones that actually trying to act cool, but knowing how scandalous they were behind the walls, and still want to come outside and trying to be cool, be a G or whatever, think that you're whatever, man, like, relax, man. Used to get paid to tell on individuals, and sometimes used to tell you for free, for fun, I guess. And these guys will go about their way to actually make the life of an inmate miserable, like this event. They'll go over there and mess up with the equipment that inmates bought with the money that comes from the IWF, I believe that's what it's called. And because it doesn't come from their pocket, they don't care about it. And do things like this, and eventually, I'm pretty sure they laugh about it. They're like, oh, look what I did, man. Those guys can't watch football, can't do whatever. And it's situations like this, man, in different prisons. I'm not saying this happens in every prison, because I can only experience this in 2 prisons, which was Tehachapi and High Desert. But it's like, for what? What is the reason for you to go out your way, walk open doors, and go to this little room that's connected with these antennas and actually cut those cables? For what? Do you guys have so much hate towards the inmate? If that's the case, why don't you just go towards the inmate, right? Go to his cell, somebody that's around your size, and call them up for a fade. I'm pretty sure they'll give you that fade, 100%. But is this acts of a cowardness that some correctional officers put out there because they want to make the life of an inmate miserable, because of whatever issues they have, from their childhood, from their high school, from their families, whatever it is, And it seems like that's their job, That's their job, like trying to make the life of an inmate miserable. Not to mention, man, being locked up, man, it's not easy. It's not easy, man. I finally watched the PBS documental, right? It's talking about the strike, the hunger strike, I just saw it yesterday, which I'm going to make a video about it. Because I see the changes, everything that happened, I seen the changes, within the institution. I think the last changes came about like in 2019, I believe. I think the last changes was the food. But it reminds me of how sometimes be waiting right there, man, waiting for a letter, especially when you were like in a locked up unit in ATSIG, stuff like that, when there's nothing else to do, man. Imagine trying to watch a football game. You're in ATSIG. You got nothing else to do, and they mess with your TV. Can't see TV, can't do nothing. You're in the cell. Can't even go out. That's messed up. So maybe I want to make you, or not make you, but give you a picture of what certain individuals used to go through, in the sense that, yeah, we already paying for a crime, right? We're doing time behind those walls, and it is what it is. But for an officer to go and do the extra to make the life of an inmate miserable, since they hate so much these people in blue, right? But sure enough, that same cop who did that doesn't have the balls to actually, if he he has so much hate towards the inmate to actually get somebody boss his size and be like, hey, what's up? Let's get down. Right? It's just cowardice. It was it's just a get down of a coward, and this happens in a lot of prisons, and where they mess with everything. It could be messed with your canteen. They could be messing up with your packages. Man, I've seen people messing with the canteens, and where when I say canteen in with your store, right? And where they want to measure how much store do you have, because they think that you only allowed to have so much cubicle storage, which you don't supposed to measure food, but some people used to do it, right? And that's their get down. That's their get down, man. And I believe that if people want to change and want to see change within the walls, you have to change the mindset of these individuals right here, because all you're doing is creating hate from the inmates towards the guards. Just put it this way. Look what I'm putting right now. I'm putting a video talking about those COs. But if my whole time would have run smooth like it's supposed to do, like give me my program, don't mess with us, and I'm just doing my time, I wouldn't be making these videos. But I lived it. I know how individuals are. And guess what? I'm going to post them on videos because I want to bring light to what these individuals used to do. And I'm not saying everybody was like that, but some people are like that. Pero ni modo, there's no Super Bowl. At least I didn't see my team lose, right? So with this being said, we are out to next video. Gracias.